everybody, and welcome back to Thief to the Metal Age. This is Mission 13, Casing the Joint, and this is one that has, well, a bit of a reputation, I guess. So let's take a look at the objectives here. On Expert difficulty, we need to get the door to the secret stairway. This is Bram Gervasius' mansion. He's somehow connected to the Mechanists. We need to find that correspondence. This is an optional objective, but if we don't do it here, I believe in the following mission we will need to do it. So we may as well see if we can find that. We need to get at least 7 secrets and map out at least half of the mansion, then get out into the streets. And the most prominent feature of our objectives are to avoid any confrontations with the locals. So that counts knockouts, alerts of, well, various levels of alerts are okay, but we basically can't be seen directly. So this is essentially a ghosting mission, and our map is very blank in the initial stages. Now this is a large mansion, so I think there's 3 floors. Yeah, and we're going to need to find a way to the 3rd floor specifically. And this is going to fill out as we travel through the mission, and that's going to be part of our objective for mapping out half of the mansion. So we need to basically do an entire floor and a half to meet that objective. Now the reason this is such a controversial mission is because although the mansion itself is actually rather interesting and very nice atmosphere, this very map is reused immediately in the following mission, Masks, and that is the last mission before we get to the true finale at Angel Watch. So the problem is we've got maps being reused, and obviously the other problem is, well, it's a forced ghost map. However, I am going to have a good attitude about Casing the Joint, because honestly there is something very nice about this one, or at least theoretically. You're exploring the place for the first time. You're doing actual kind of thiefy stuff. It's a mansion mission, so you're not dealing with mechanists. This is one of the last missions we're going to see guards, nobles. So let's just enjoy ourselves while we're here. Now the thing that we'll have to do is keep an eye out for secret switches. There's going to be a ton of them, and there's one over here. If I remember correctly, this is going to be our way in. But these are kind of tricky to spot, so I'm going to do the old scouting orb trick. This is a mantle that can be a bit tricky if I remember. Where is that switch? There it is, right in front of me, but it's very tricky. Okay, so we're inside. You know, before we actually do this, I'm glad we found this, but I'd like to move around the outside of the mansion a little bit. We'll just map out that area. There may be some loot we can grab. Even though we don't have a loot requirement as such. Let's take our time with this one. In terms of our gear, we're fairly lightly equipped. We've got a couple of lockpicks, a couple scouting orbs, speed potion, and basically that's it. There's a guard up there that I don't think we're going to be able to really deal with. I don't think there's anything in this little garden area, but I'm just going to scout around the corners looking for moss arrows. Speaking of arrows, we've got, you know, 5 broadheads that they started us off with, 25 water arrows, and 9 moss arrows. I basically filled up on all the stealth tools that I could afford. We've got 1 vine arrow and 2 noisemakers. Those noisemakers I don't think are going to play a role here. He's got a purse as well. Now, this end of the mansion, there is a way we could get in. So we could get on this roof here. Pretty easy to mantle up there. And in the lower 2 windows, those are glass, we could break them. Now the problem with that is that that's going to cause a major alert, and I think that would be a mission fail. This guard's going to hear it, there may be guards inside. The upper windows we can't get to, or at least we can't break them. As you can see, they've got this kind of lattice work or grill, so we can't get in that way. But that's a potential way in the following mission. So when we come back to this place, that could be a way to get inside. Alright, but let's go back to our secret door. There are guards up there as well.
Oh! Is someone there? Oh well, it must have been nothing.
So you can see we're getting some alerts, and that's just fine. Now, I want to say that there might be some loot or coins scattered around here, but this is one of the tricks of this mission. Because you come back here, things are a little different. And so probably it's in the following mission where there's going to be some loot outside. Alright, so now we've got to be very careful in here. Now, I don't think guards are going to just pop into too many rooms. That would be very mean, but, you know, you never know. Sort of a holy water font, but not really functional. Okay. Guards do just pop into rooms. Well, alright. And there's a flash mine, which sadly we won't be able to use. Alright, let's quickly get over towards the altar and the door. That could have been the end of the mission right there, if we were in the wrong place. Okay, and these little switches, that's the basic structure of all of the secrets in this mission. They're going to be those little tiny switches, and I can't remember where they're all located. Alright, I guess there's not one in here. Or in here. These curtains, of course you can pass freely through them, you can't see through them, but guards might be able to. Alright. Back here, no secret switches in this little closet. So yeah, standing right here, we're in the light. If a guard were on the other side, might be able to see us. Okay, we got some security down there. And the guards in this version of the mission have a pretty long patrol. So I think they go all the way down that long hallway, through those double doors, through another equally long hallway. Well, this feels like a safer place to peek out than the chapel, because that has tile. So we're going to use our scouting orbs. Okay, there's the doors we were just looking down at. Okay, and there's another set of doors right here. It's tricky because there could be someone right on the other side. this was the door there is going to open up right in front of that camera. There's a tile right here. Okay, we can at least reach the doors now. There's another camera. Okay, well there's a door straight ahead of us. Oh, that's annoying. The doors auto-close. I can hear someone walking. Here he comes.
Thought I heard something.
He's going to be in there for a tiny little bit, I think. Okay, so he's got a path that takes him all the way down that hall. I think I want to use a water arrow. Good to be pretty liberal with our water arrows in this mission, I think. So he just went into the chapel.
Storage. I'm sure Gervasius has lots of things down here that he'll never miss. At least not until it's too late.
Alright, I don't know if he's going to come in that door. Under the stairs. Not currently. Now we could go upstairs right now. Okay, he's coming in. Okay, and back out again. Interesting. There's a door over there. I think one of these is going to take us out into the balcony, which is not really going to do us any good.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, there's cameras. Can't quite see where the guard is. These doors should close on their own, though, right? Come on. Maybe that's only the interior doors. He's right there. Okay. Very lucky he didn't see me there. Alright, so looking at our map, we're about to come into sort of a big central area. We've already done a decent job. The first quarter of the first floor, I guess. So this is a very tricky spot. This is where the art displays are going to occur. And we can get a vine arrow or a rope arrow up there and get onto those cross beams. I'm not sure if there's anything up there on this part of the mission, or this mission, but it can be a useful way to get around. I think I might want to go back down this way, though, and see if we can get to... see, can we get around these cameras? Because down that way... look here. Yeah, there's not much point in going to this little hallway through those double doors. There's no other access to anything. So I'd be more interested in heading down this hall. Alright, the light's right there. Put that out and then we can get into the doors. Comes the guard. Alright, straight ahead. You can see a switch. There's another secret. I'm just seeing if there's anything inside this, or behind that tapestry. But yeah, you can see the secrets are not super well hid. And in fact, we've got another one right here. Okay, but that controls both of these doors, so it doesn't count as a separate one. Another one right here. Okay. All controlling the same set. This is sort of a workshop area that will be a little more useful in the next mission. We've got a clock we can actually manipulate. But let's go back through. There were a couple of other closets in here that I want to check out. Okay, nothing. Sounds like there's a guard in here. Or maybe that's in the hall. Someone's definitely walking out there. Okay, so here's a control area. First, shut off that light. Now the watchers are on. Now they're off. And I think we want to keep these switches up because... yeah, I think that's off. Not totally sure. There are coins scattered around. Not a lot of wealth in this mission, I don't think. Okay, camera is now off. There we go. And the same should also be the case for the other camera that is in this stretch of hallway. But we don't need to go back through here, I don't think. So we've basically cleared this stretch of cameras. We just need to avoid guards. Someone kind of saw me back there.
Be one of them grubbers again.
Yeah. Alright. I was not looking down that hall. And that's the thing, these guards have these long patrols, they can surprise you. But I think he'll be down there for a while. There's another clock. And in here, nothing. Seems to be a dead end. Alright, let's see if we can open this door. Yeah, so straight ahead there's like a mechanist priest standing by that column. Oh, she's gonna have a conversation with the guard. We need to hear that. But, of course, we need to first trigger it. Okay, so he was not the guard that we just saw going in to that door, because he doesn't have a purse, whereas the other guard did. Alright, I think I'm going to be moving around here a little bit, so moss arrow like here, hopefully it'll get over by that door. Yeah, might be okay. I think that's up on the balcony in there.
What was that?
Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to trigger it from here. We can get around this way. That door up there by the light is going to take us back into the gallery. I don't think we need to go that way.
Oh, Karis, fuel me, for I am your servant, and I do your will, now and forever. Sergeant Porter, it wouldst appear that I erred in judgment.
Oh, hello, Hobart. Why is that?
Thou knowest how burdensome preparation of the mansion hath been for me. Steward Duma hath charged me with leading the construction in the ballroom, which goeth ever so slowly. He hath even demanded that all the clocks and other mechanist devices in the manor be inspected and repaired if there be faults found. Thy masters wish everything perfect for their celebration 2 weeks hence. 'Twas such a great task that in my haste I have misplaced my toolbox, which contained a part from one of the clocks.
So we have a clock that doesn't tell time. Won't be the first time in this place. I'm still amazed you got all those metal eyes working.
No, thou dost not understand. 'Tis that clock.
Well then, you better get looking and find that piece before Lord Gervasius gets back. He'll have your head otherwise. Good luck, Foreman Hobart.
Okay, so she's going to go looking for her toolbox. That is going to be required to basically set the hands on one of the clocks. And I'm thinking I made a huge mistake in actually triggering this conversation. Because now she's going to be looking around the ballroom. And I can't remember where the toolbox is. Now, the reason this is important is, as she said, it is that clock. In other words, the clock that opens the secret door. So, do I want to go in this way or that way? Let's get over to this end of the building. This door will also go into that ballroom. And now we're on the north side. Okay, I'm not hearing any cameras. So we could check out this area. It seems pretty safe at the moment. And we can also get up in there, I think. Alright, welcome to Lord Gervasius' public exhibition of art and curios, both ancient and modern. Alright, there's another guard moving in. He's one with a purse. Yeah, she's moving around in this room. Yeah. But I think she's going to basically stay in here. I'm not sure that the toolbox is in this area, but I think so. That's, I believe, where she said she dropped it. I think it's just her. There it is. Alright, this is actually pretty nice. If she comes back again, I think I can be okay right here. So it's on one of those workbenches. There's some shadows under there I could try to get for. there's the box. I think now might be a good time to head back the way we came.
The builder will show all if 'tis meant to be revealed.
Let's do it. Okay, so we've got the part of the cuckoo clock. Yeah, we've got the cuckoo. Very important. And now we need to find that clock. So we can just continue our exploration. I'm hearing somebody walking around.
Thought I saw something. Oh well, don't know what it was.
I think this is good because in this mission there's very rarely more than one guard on a particular wing. So he goes in there very quickly, comes right back out again. He's going to go down the whole hallway. Okay. Another secret switch into this empty room, which is mostly just useful as a place to hide, I guess. Oof, watch the steps. Coins. And down here, yeah, we're sort of in a guard room. I think there's a barracks up ahead. But we've got to map out a bunch of this place, so let's go for it. Yep, no one actually in here. I think there's a secret door right there. There's the switch for it. And here we go. So now we don't have to go down the hall where the guard might come out. But this room, so this is the bathroom. Full of tile, giant bath. I think this is the room he pops into. We're up to 520 for gold. We are going to want to scrounge around, I think. Because whereas, you know, casing the joint, there's not a ton of stuff that you want to buy because you're limited in what you can use. in later mission masks, we're going to want to use this stuff. That light switch only applies to this room, I'm quite sure, so not much of a point in us trying it here. And I don't know if we want to go into those curtained areas. There's just too much tile to maneuver around. Maybe there's another back way to get in. So that doesn't count as a secret, unfortunately. We don't have our 7 yet. Turned on the light in the closet. Hear doors opening and shutting. Okay, so a kitchen area. I can hear a camera outside, but no footsteps. We are kind of open to the hallway, so if we're too loud, they could hear us. Alright, no switches in here. Alright, there may be some loot over there in the cabinet. A couple of bags of spice, I think. See if they are loot. Yes. All right. Actually, we may not need to put that out. All right, cameras are out. Got tile around here. There's a secret door. And now we're overlooking the northern wing of the mansion. We were just down there earlier when we started. This is a stairway up to probably just the 2nd floor. To find the switch for this. Well, we can probably find the back way in, because we've already got those passages open in here. Okay. Kind of terrifying. went. I don't think he went down those doors. I think we would have heard them open. Alright, I think we're far enough away so that he wouldn't have heard that. Yeah, so here's that door. We couldn't find the switch to. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, there's the stairs. We pretty much hit everything of interest. Maybe at this point we can head up the stairs. There's another secret door straight ahead. There we go. Okay, so that's a way we could have come in. Now, probably the security room for these is just down this hall. I don't think we need to put out any of these lights. Not sure. It's always stressful, and then you get stuck in the doors here. Okay. Camera's off. Not there yet. Maybe we found 5, maybe 6.
Cook said we might get stew today. With real cow. Hope they say so.
I feel like that should have counted. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so yeah, trophy room, dining room, and the security room, so these cameras should all be off. But this feels like a high traffic area we're coming into, and it's kind of bright. Yeah, a bunch of doors. And I think the cameras are just over to the left. camera right there. Okay, so we could go back down and get into some of these doors, but now I'm stuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is such garbage. Alright. Am I gonna get squashed by the secret door here? Oh, oh. Okay. I am alive. Oh my gosh. This is, these secret doors, these tight passages can be a little buggy. And sometimes you get flung. And, you know, not sure if you're gonna get thrown into a wall. And crushed. So, that didn't happen. Do have to be careful about that, I guess. Okay, those lights are off. We could go up this hall. So this is a safe shadow. I'd like to get up into this doorway, I think. But I'm not sure if we're going to run into a guard. I guess we're on the second floor. We still got 16 water arrows. That's kind of good. Alright, let's go for it. Okay, there's Hobart down there. Now, if we go to the southwest from here, it'll take us over to this area, which is probably another storage spot. So this is not that useful. Okay, the guard is kind of far away. And yet we've been in there. Okay. There's the objective for mapping half of the mansion. So we don't need technically to explore for the sake of exploring, though we will be getting a lot more of the map than this. We still need to get a few more secrets at least, and we need to find and operate the door to the secret stairway. Now, looking at the map, the third floor, you know, is probably, I think, up here. Because, I don't know, there's the barracks. There's this suspiciously empty area, right? Now, maybe we could have pursued this down here, so maybe I shouldn't be too suspicious, but I don't know. Now, I think if we go around the sort of stone-arched passage to the left of that camera, that may get us to where we can shut that camera system off. First, let's check out this door because I impulsively noticed it existed. Okay, so this way could get us all the way down to the other side. That might be good. It seems like we've done most of what we need to do up here. Maybe we don't need to get back in this area.
What's that? Friend Enoch said switch to tea, but did I? And now my nerves are most thoroughly frayed.
Okay. Camera's right outside this door. Should have expected that. Alright, so it's gonna be to our right. Where's my perfect shadow? There we go. Okay, so the camera is not looking at us. But if we go straight across, it's going to see us. Now down there, you can see there's the face that is shut off, but the bomb thrower is active. The face is gone. It is lifted up to show the firing mechanism, I guess. So, if we go this way, we're going to be seen by the camera. If we go that way, we run the risk of being seen by the that bomb thrower. So, I want to see if I can possibly drop this. And I can't tell which way that eye is facing, but it's out further, so that's good news. Because we're going to run, we are running the risk of running into a guard. Shit. Does that count? Does that count? Does that count? Are we going to hear the mission failed music here? Not yet. Hey, we completed our 7 secrets objective. Still waiting for the mission to fail. Okay, mission not failed. Let's just shut you off there. Up to 960 in gold. I heard a guard's voice. But he's not coming after us. I think we're safe. So apparently, you can have bombs thrown at you, and you don't fail the mission. That's great to know. Alright, let's get back into the secret area. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think we're on the right track. Oh yeah, this place. Okay. So, there is, it's a haunted mansion. There's ghosts. We're gonna need to go through that area to get where we need to go. I am not a huge fan of this. The ghosts are rather loud. There is a lot you have to do in order to make it through there. Or there's a bonus objective I think you can do. Maybe it's even necessary. But the library, I remember being a very tricky and...
Just wait till I find you.
Uh-oh. Okay, so guards are searching. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how this all plays out. If we get the skull and crossbones, that'll be unfortunate. So, since I know that we need to go through this way, and there's angry guards back in the other direction, let's head towards the east, towards the library. Now, part of our objectives are to find some correspondence. So the library is a good place to look for that sort of thing. go. We've got a series of letters here that we can find in exchange of notes between this Lorna, this Giles, and this Ash character. So, finding these letters is not like directly relevant to the plot necessarily. But it may be part of what we need to do. And yes, that was a ghost.
Terrible secrets. Terrible secrets.
I think he's right above us now. So we're looking for books, letters. Alright, and this stuff is very well hidden. Okay, here's Giles. And Ashton is the other one.
How long? How long?
Alright, a letter from Lorna. So we've basically got this kind of love triangle here. We've got Lorna and Ashton, and they're together, but Giles and Lorna are in love, and so they're trying to get away from him.
Nobody knows. Nobody sees.
Now, I think also the letters change in availability. So, like, as you open one of the letters, as you find more become found, potentially. So we may have to go back over some of the places we've already looked. Now, there's also a pattern to how he walks. And so, you know, part of this, I think, is if you go where he goes, you can find the letters. However, I try that and sometimes still end up missing things, so I just tend to go pretty thoroughly. Alright, I think this will be good. We'll wait for him to go by and head down this stretch. So we have a flash mine. I'm not sure if dealing with these ghosts counts as confrontations with the locals. Is there something down here? Maybe not at all. Okay. He didn't see me. Let's go back downstairs. Okay.
Either someone's hiding the evidence, or these guys got lost in 10 feet of passage.
Okay. So, there's, it doesn't identify them, but there's Giles and Lorna, right? So these are the people who are referred to in the notes. Okay, now the correspondence still hasn't been found. So, where do we need to go for that? Now, I'm not sure if that book that I just pulled was available to be pulled earlier. Like I said, I think some of the secrets only open up after you do certain things. But I think we need to follow our guy Ash a little bit more.
Nobody reads books these days.
Well, I'm trying, lady. I just need to find where they are. Okay, so I think this is another one. Okay, and that's it. So this was the one that I missed right near the fireplace here. And I guess it's where the ghosts are making the loudest, most irritating noise. That's where you want to look for the letters. And so, yeah, we'll be cutting out a lot of my blind searching around. Now, when you read the letter, you hear one of the ghosts wail, and he disappears. So now we're not going to have to put up with that sound. And I think, yes, here we go. Okay, couple of letters that weren't here before. So this first one is a papyrus. This is Ashton. You can pause this. He's leaving. So basically, he's murdered Giles and his wife. hidden the bodies in the library and now is leaving on the pretense of the painful memories. Okay. And
Ash,
here,
you are a bastard.
this opens up our objective to find the correspondence between Gervasius and the Mechanists. Okay. So,
Looks
that
like I'll
is...
be
Yes, that's now done.
able to get one of those cultivators when I come back.
Alright, and that'll be something for the next mission. If we didn't do that here, we would have had to go through all of this, I believe, in the next mission. So, as annoying as it is, I think it's good to get it out of the way. So, there's the library done. Now what we need to do is find that secret passage to the 3rd floor. Oh, okay, there's a guard just standing there. Okay, well, this is going to ruin everything. Let's see. Okay, we've got... I think this is the special clock. Here's a cuckoo. Let's get the hands to midnight. There we go. Now, do we actually need to go up there? No, we do not. We just need to get back out into the streets. So that guard, I'm quite sure, is not there most of the time. And that's probably... he's there now because we alerted the security system and the guards are just moving around to figure out where I am. Now we need to figure out how to get back. So I think we came in this way. Oh. Footsteps out there. Let's go ahead and use our resources here. He's coming back. We could go back the way we came by going right over through that door. Looking at that path, that would take us through the ballroom again. We don't need to do that, though. We're sort of close to where we can get out. And there was a stairway down here on the 1st floor, right? So what we could do is just keep going west through those double doors and then find those stairs. So maybe that's what I'll do. Wait for this guy to leave. Unless he's going to turn and come in here. Let's see, I want him to turn to the left. And we need to hope no one's going to pop out of here and surprise us. Okay, a bunch of guards, right. But this is the way on. No, where's that storage? Alright, I'm looking south. Why is this telling me I'm here on floor 2? Just south of the ballroom. I want to go through the double doors that'll take me to the stairs. This is the conservatory. This I don't know, but I've been confused apparently. So that's probably the doorway right there. Let's wait for her to move off to the right and see if that'll take us where we want to go. Yep. Okay. We also have to be prepared for guards to be in unexpected places. Alright, nice and shady here, though. so that's probably the chapel. Okay, let me just double check these objectives. Get out to the streets. Does that mean we need to go out a different way? I have a feeling that means we need to go out a different way. This is not going to count as the streets. Let's just see, because I would not mind being done now after having done all that library running around. But I think this is not going to count as street level. Yeah, this is not it. Okay, that means we need to go back through the front door.
Jordan, that you?
Alright, well, we'll get his purse anyway.
Look, I know you're around here somewhere.
Okay, so here there's a guard right there. Oh, come on. Am I gonna fail it now? What on earth? Okay, I can't blackjack anybody, but apparently they can yell, "He's armed," and run at me. That's just fine. Now, I have no idea who that guy is, by the way. Just some peasant or something. Alright, we'll go around the other wing. Everyone is very touchy because a few bombs went off upstairs. Right, this is a nice shadowy spot, though. That guard does do some turning. But the other thing is that door locked? Bad, but we can put this out. Alright, he's turning left. There's that peasant who yelled at us. So, is this guard gonna turn, or does he always face this direction? think he's pretty much where he's going to be. Oh, come on. Guard up there. Some shadow behind that column. Okay, this is pretty good. We just need to hopefully pass between the column and the wall here and not alert him. We can't, of course, pass between the column and the wall here. Okay. Well, let's see if a moss arrow is going to do anything. Can we jump? Of course, it's not open. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I was not sure if we were going to be able to do that in one go. So lots of problems in this mission. It's not the best, right? It is clearly not Thief at its optimal, because there are some very dangerous bugs. And by the way, I'm running I think a T2 fix, but these bugs were present in the original version of the game anyway. The difficulty of squeezing through some of those secret passages, getting stuck, getting flung out sideways, or just getting stuck when when a guard happens to be walking by. So that's a big problem. You've got doors that auto-close. Some doors do, some doors don't. And then you've got sort of a weird criteria, right? Don't get into any confrontations with the locals. Now, I had interpreted that to mean don't get anywhere like above a first alert. So if someone starts searching around for you, maybe that would fail the mission. But maybe that means something a lot less restrictive than I had been led to believe. I'm pretty sure blackjacking will fail the mission. So that it could have been spelled out a little more clearly if that's the case. If it's just don't blackjack anybody, don't deal any damage, well then you could run around like a crazy person and have a bunch of guards following you. I don't think that's the case. I think it would fail if they start chasing you with sword drawn. But if that's the case, then we were very close to that indeed in this mission. Take a look at the stats here. We found, oh my gosh, there's so much loot to find in this one, and we didn't even get half of it. There's a surprising amount of stuff encasing the joint, but it's all spread around in these little, packages of coins, one or two here or there. I don't know, like, where is the best place to go really treasure hunting in this mansion, or at least this version of the mansion. So with all of that, we're going to have to make our way in the next one, Masks. Now again, this is a very stressful mission. Masks makes it worthwhile. Masks is the fun one of these two. It's the same location, but you've got all the tools at your disposal. There's a lot more going on, a lot more you can do, and you can engage with it. And we've mapped out a good chunk of the mission as well. So let's see what that looks like.
Now that I've established such a close working relationship with Lord Gervasius's security systems, going back in for those masks shouldn't be too much trouble.
I hope we can count on the quality of this working relationship.
Gervasius's security systems are not the most dangerous thing I've ever worked with.
Do I have to ask what is?
We're on the clock. How has Karras been using the time we've had to wait?
He's been making some modifications to the Mechanist Cathedral, including some sort of valves or seals on the doors. Why, we don't know yet. Inside, it just looks like a huge factory, full of machines and equipment. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's tied into those precursor artifacts. The sooner we can get a hold of those, the sooner we'll know.
And get Karis off our backs.
And stop whatever he's planning.
Uh-huh. Don't wait up. I'll be working late.
Okay, so you can see we start this mission with one of our objectives already ticked off. We found the letter, we went through the whole library section to uncover that, but here we're going to need to steal 3 precursor masks. We need to find a cultivator. We also need to get 2,800 loot, don't kill anyone, and get out and back to the streets. So we're going to spend our hard-earned coins that we got in the last mission. We got some frog beast eggs right off the bat. Great. 2 flash bombs, also very nice. Water arrows, 12 was enough last time. I think we used about 12, but I'm honestly not sure if that's going to change. There may be more lights, there may be fewer lights. We got 10 moss arrows, that seems about right. 3 vine arrows, I would love some gas arrows though. Let's see. Let's get... I mean, honestly, we probably only ever really use 1. We've got 2 of the frog beast eggs. 2 of them are sufficient to kill 1 mechanist. So probably similar for guards. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more flash bombs, and I guess we'll call it good. We're kind of going in armed for war here, so it's just after the last one, casing the joint, you really want to go ahead and make sure you can take care of business in masks. So we're going to start off in the same location last time. Tonight it's raining, so the ambiance is a little different, but we're going to go in with a loot objective, we're going to go in armed, and we're going to find those masks. See you then.